Hello friends, welcome to Sri Vardhaman Vidyalaya online education. So here we will start the second chapter of a chemistry part, acid, base and salt. So in this chapter we will see the acid, base and salt and also the chemical properties between acid and base. So so acids are sour in taste. They turns blue litmus to red. They gives H plus ion in aqueous solution. Aqueous means that is in a water. So HCl is an acid. When it will be dissolved in the water, that is H2O, so it will give H3O plus. So this we are calling as an hydronium ion. And acid corrodes metal. Here you can see the diagram of a lemon. So lemon is an acid. It is an sour taste and turns blue litmus red. It reacts with some metal to produce an hydrogen gas and dissolve carbonate salt and releasing CO2. So here you can see that the blue litmus paper to red, that is means when acid. So in a beaker, if there is an acid and we will put an a dry litmus paper inside the acid, that is an a blue litmus paper. So what happens? It will be changed into an a red. Example of an acid. So it will be divided into two types, strong acids and weak acid. So we'll see later what is strong acids and what is weak acid. So strong acid, hydrochloric acid. So the formula for hydrochloric acid is HCl. Sulfuric acid H2SO4. Weak acid, acetic acid. The formula is CH3COOH. Oxalic acid and citric acid. Concentrated acid. Concentrated acid means the amount of acid is high and the amount of water is low. So as in concentrated acid, the amount of acid will be high and the amount of water will be the low. So that acid we are calling as a concentrated acid. Diluted acid, the amount of acid is low, the amount of water is high. So in dilute, the water is more when compared to the acid. So and that acid we are calling as a diluted acid here. When we mix in a concentrated acid water, what happens? The concentrated acid will be converted into a dilute acid because in concentrated the amount of acid is high. When it will be mixed with water, what happens? The amount of water will be high. So what happens? The concentrated acid will be converted into a diluted acid. Next, base. The properties of a base. These are bitter in taste. They turns red litmus to the blue. So we have seen that what happens when a blue litmus reacts with an acid, it will be changed into a red. But in a base, that is a red litmus will be changed into a blue. So in neutral, what happens? There will not be any change. So there is a two type of a litmus paper. One is in a blue and second one is in a red. So in acid, what happens? That is in a blue litmus is changed into the red. So there will not be no change in the red litmus paper in acid. While in base, that is a red litmus paper is changed into blue. The blue litmus paper shows no change. So this gives an OH minus ion in aqueous solution, that is an hydroxyl ion. It is soapy in touch. You can see the example. Soap. Soap is a bitter taste. It turns a red litmus blue. It is slippery to touch. When you touch the soap, what happens? It will be slipper. Example, strong. So strong base, that is an sodium hydroxide NaOH, potassium hydroxide KOH. These are the strong base. Weak base, ammonium hydroxide, that is NH4OH. Alkaline. What is alkaline? These are the base which soluble in the water that we are calling as an alkaline. For example, sodium hydroxide. So not all the base will be soluble in the water. So some of the base which is soluble in the water, and that base we are calling as an alkaline. So here you are seeing that is how the litmus paper will be changed. A dry litmus paper, when it is an blue litmus paper, when it kept in an acid, it will be changed into the red. and then a red litmus paper, when it is kept in a base, it will be changed into a blue. And neutral, in neutral, both litmus paper will not show any color change. Next, indicator. These are the substance which changes their color or smell in the different types of the substance. So indicator are those substance which can find out their color change or smell in the type of the substance. So the type of the indicator, there is a three type: natural indicator, synthetic indicator, olfactory indicator. So natural indicator, those indicators found in nature in plants are called as a natural indicators. Example, litmus paper, turmeric. So you have seen already the litmus paper is often a two type, one is red and blue. So in acid what happens, that is blue will be changed into red, and base, that is red, will be changed into blue. Turmeric, it is in an yellow color. So you can prepare a turmeric paper in your home. So dissolve the turmeric in the water and keep the paper inside. After that, dry that paper and you can use in both acid and base. So turmeric paper, it will be always in an yellow color. So in acid it is yellow, while in base it is in a change into a red color. Synthetic indicator. These are the chemical these are the chemical substance prepared in the laboratory. For example, in laboratory we can prepare some chemical substance for identify the acids and base. So they are the methyl orange and phenolphthalein. So the methyl orange will be changed into the red color in acid and yellow color in base. Phenolphthalein, it is in a white, that is we are calling this in a colorless, where in base it is in a pink color. Next is an olfactory indicator. Olfactory indicator, these are the substance having a different order in acids and base. That is, it will be having some smell. So for example, vanilla essence, acid, if it is an acid, the smell of an vanilla acid will be increases. In base, there will be no smell. Coal oil, the smell of an coal oil will be increased when it is in an acid, and in base, the smell of an coal oil will be decreased. So here we can see the indicators properties, the type of the indicators, color or the water in the acidic solution, color or the water in the basic solution. So natural indicators may, that is litmus, turmeric, red cabbage leaf, hydrogen flower and China rose. So here the litmus will be changed in acidic red and here in base blue. Turmeric no change and it is in a red. Red cabbage leaf, red color and green. And hydrogen flower, that is blue and pink. Hydrogenian flower. China rose, it is an magnetia, it is an green. Synthetic indicators, that it will be prepared in the laboratory, that is we already seen, that is an methyl orange and phenolphthalein. So the methyl orange in acidic it is red and in base yellow, phenolphthalein colorless pink. And olfactory indicator, onion, characteristic smell when it is in an acidic solution, no smell in basic solution. Coil oils, that is it will be, smell will be retained, that is smell will be increased. Here loses the smell, that is when a smell will decrease. Vanilla extract, that is it is here, it is also what happens, the smell will be retained, that is the smell will increase, and in base it will be in a no smell. Next, we will see the chemical properties of an acid and base. So in this one, we first see the acid and base in the laboratory. So collect the sample from the science laboratory like hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, nitric acid, acetic acid, sodium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, ammonium hydroxide. So these are the acid and below that these are the base. Now put a drop of each above solution in the watch glass and test with a drop of the following indicator. Note the color change within a red litmus and blue litmus, phenolphthalein, methyl orange solution for the each of the solution taken. So this of the sample, they will be in a table. So in table we can find out when this acids, when it reacts with a litmus paper, blue litmus, phenolphthalein and methyl, what the color change will be take place. So look at in this table, we have taken the sample solution and lead litmus, blue litmus solution, phenolphthalein and methyl orange. So first this hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, nitric acid, acetic acid. So these are the acid. So in acid, there is litmus paper solution, that will be no change. So in blue litmus solution, the acid will be change into the red. So this hydrochloric acid, when it will be means when the blue litmus paper solution, that it will be changed into red. Sulfuric acid is also red. Nitric acid also, blue litmus paper will be changed into red. Acetic acid is also changed into a red. So one thing from an acid, that is lead litmus paper, shows no change, wherein a blue litmus paper will be changed into the red. Same thing in phenolphthalein, acid will not show any color change, that is a colorless. While in phenolphthalein, what happens, the acid will be changed into a red color. So from this you can see that when it is react with a litmus paper solution, is litmus solution, the acid will be having a blue litmus into a red, and in phenolphthalein there is a colorless, where in methyl orange it will be changed into the red. Below this is a calcium hydroxide. The formula is CaOH twice. Potassium hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide, ammonium hydroxide, sodium hydroxide. So these are the base. So when the base reacts with a lead litmus paper solutions, what happens? The red will be changed into the blue, where the blue litmus paper shows no change. So all the base when reacts with an lead litmus paper, it shows a blue color, where in blue litmus paper it will not shows any change. Same thing, when the base, all the base will be reacts with an phenolphthalein, the solutions will be changed into the pink color, and all the base when reacts with an methyl orange, what happens, the solutions will be changed into an yellow color. So from this we can say that the base when reacts with an litmus paper, it will be changed into blue, and blue will not shows any change, and the base when reacts with the phenolphthalein, it will change into pink color, and when base it reacts with a methyl orange, it will be changed into the yellow color. Okay, hope you have all understood the basic ideas of acid and base. Thank you. We will meet in the next session of the chapter 2, acid and base.